Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Learning Torah Lishma. Women are taught in the girls' schools that they are achroi on their man's kedusha, on their husband's kedusha, and this is extremely incorrect. This is, although the schools teach many good things, and a from Jewish girl is as a big prize to win. At the same time, they teach certain things that really put a marriage in jeopardy if they don't fix themselves. So if they get married very young, then hopefully they get out of it. You understand? But especially one that gets married later and hasn't had the time in a young age to change. It's harder to change when you're older. And even young girls, this is a big cause of the divorce, bossing their husbands around instead of leaving them alone, right? Just like the husbands leave you alone, you have to leave them alone, you understand? So this is extremely important, and it's many times the underlying reason of a divorce. Parnas is also one of them, you understand? But this is also something very big. Who wants, right? When cops drive by, what do? You get nervous, right? Cops today, they just pull you over. If you're a woman, it's dangerous. They'll just pull you over because you're a woman. People get nervous when cops drive by. If you have this attitude that you're a achroi on your husband's kedusha, then that you're responsible, and you should be looking over and making sure that your husband is doing everything right. If that's what you think, then your husband is living with a policewoman. He's living with you understand, and it ruins the connection that could be there. So the question is, well, isn't there something? So first of all, this whole idea that you have to take control in some way, get that out of your system. You have to just go extreme the other way, leave him alone. You have to get it out of your system. Second of all, there's a difference between him and God, or you and God, and between each other. If he mistreats you, that's one thing. But if it's between him and God, whether going to Shachris, learning, that's between him and God, you have to leave it alone.